Bzzz. I am a mosquito, and I bite you in any place I want. Those were the sounds from mosquitoes. Just like this insect, they can cause a lot of diseases to humans, such as malaria, dengue, West Nile virus, and even yellow fever, just to name a few. But don't worry, Deet is here to save the day. Deet stands for N-diethyl metatoluamine. This superhero is a slightly yellow oil intended to be applied to the skin or to clothing and provides protection against mosquitoes, ticks, and many other gross biting insects. Deet was developed in 1944 by Samuel Gertler of the United States Department of Agriculture for the U.S. Army. It was originally tested as a pesticide in farm field and entered military use in 1946 and civilian use in 1957. Deet was composed of 75% Deet and ethanol. The main work for Deet was historically believed to work by blocking insect olfactory receptors for 1-octane-3-ol, a volatile substance that is contained in human sweat and breath. The prevailing theory was that Deet effectively blinds the insect's senses so that the biting, feeding instinct is not triggered by humans or other animals which produce these chemicals. In a recent studies, it showed that Deet serves as a true repellent in that mosquitoes intensely dislike the smell of the chemical. A type of olfactory receptor neuron in special antennal sensilla of mosquitoes that is activated by Deet, as well as other known insect repellents such as ethocalypto, linalool, and dudrone has been identified. Deet had a strong repellent activity in the absence of body odor actants such as 1-octane-3-ol, lactic acid, or carbon dioxide. Deet is often sold and used in spray or lotion in concentration up to 100%. Consumer reports found a direct correlation between Deet concentration and hours of protection against insect bites. 100% Deet was found to offer up to 12 hours of protection, while several lower concentration Deet formulations, 20% to 34%, offer 3 to 6 hours of protection. Overall, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommended that people use 30 to 50% Deet to prevent the spread of pathogens carried by the insects. Don't forget to be safe. As precaution, manufacturers advise Deet products should not be used under clothing or on damaged skin, and that the preparations be washed off after they are no longer needed or between applications, because Deet can act as a serious irritant. For the safety precautions, the agency recommended that Deet-based products be used on children between the ages of 2 to 12, only if the concentration of Deet is 10% or less. Children under 2 should not receive more than 1 application pellet in a day, and all the kids under 6 months old cannot use it. Canadian researcher Zhangchen Gu advised that Deet should be applied 30 or more minutes later, and he recommended that Deet sprays are better than Deet lotions, which are rubbed into the skin, forcing molecules into the skin. Because Deet is not bioaccumulated, it is found to have a slight toxicity for freshwater fish such as rainbow trout and tilapia, even zooplankton. For the cons, Deet can go to your nervous system and kill all the brain cells in your brain. It has been even tested on lab animals and on human cells, and it has shown to cause damage to the DNA. Some governments even limit the Deet concentration after reports of Deet causing to kill some brain disease and even cause a brain disease called encephalopathy. But come on now, there's our pros too. The pros are that Deet has been in use for over 40 years and has a remarkable safety record. Environmental Protection Agency continues to believe that the normal use of Deet does not present a health concern to the general population, including children. Overall, the pros has been beating the cons lately, and to be honest, Deet has been showing a lot of efficacy for us people, and you can even buy it at Walmart. For 5 packs, it costs about $8, and for each, it costs $1.50.